Holy moly, it is here! The first snapshot of 1.17. This is snapshot 20w45a for those of you who want to be specific. I am so excited that we have a snapshot so quickly after Minecraft Live, and we're still in, the year 2020 here. It's not over yet, folks. Because I was afraid that we wouldn't see snapshots until next year. That is not the case. We have a snapshot right now, and there is so much inside of it. We got bundles, we got candles, we got lava cauldrons. I'm not even sure what that is. Copper, amethyst, lightning rod, spyglass, tinted glass, and shulkers that can make more shulker. You can breed shulkers. We have so much to look at. I don't even know where to start. Let's start. You know what? I want to start with a lightning rod because we're at a village. We just happened to spawn in near a village. So let's take a look at the lightning rod. Oh, I can see the copper. Oh my gosh. Waxed. I knew it was going to be wax. I swear, I knew that it was going to be wax. You could put wax on copper to make sure that it wouldn't age. I called it. But we're going to take a look at the lightning rod. So here it is in game. I knew from the live stream that it looked like you'd be able to place it in any direction. Now, is it orientated off of... Okay, so it's however you place it on the block. So you can get lightning rods in all directions. That means that you could use them as decorations if you wanted to. Very bright. Very, very, very bright. So let's destroy all these and set it to a stormy night. Weather... Let's go with thunderstorm. So I'm just wondering if this is just going to attract, like, all the lightning all the time? Or is this going to only happen when there would have been lightning around? Here, I'm also going to turn up my weather. Oh, it is all the way up. Weather sounds. Why? Let's just make sure it's all on, just in case. All right, this is taking too long. Weather. I said thunder. Okay, I'm now just gonna summon lightning, but I think that it would summon it on me. Yeah, it just summons it on me. I didn't think it was gonna get like attracted over here, so that's not working yet. I just heard lightning. We didn't strike it. I saw it over there. Huh. Okay, let's see if I summon it like, and I'm just close to it. Well, no, that did not. That did not work. I thought it would be like within a radius. Maybe I can force it to hit it. Well, that's not gonna work. These are supposed to stop fires from happening on roofs. I feel like my summoning ability is not how this is supposed to work. Okay, so I just put channeling on this trident. I'm gonna try to do it next. Wait, isn't it channeling? Wait, what? Am I not in? No, I am. It's definitely. Okay, well, I just hit an entity, so I guess let me put... I don't think this is going to work. I think it needs to be natural lightning. So let's grab a sheep and put that there, and then take the trident. No, that's still... Wait, what is that? Very, very frightening. A whole bunch of lightning? Strike... Oh, strike a villager with lightning. Oh, I guess I got this villager in here that was inside the house. You are now a witch! A witch, I tell you. Okay, we're gonna try to speed this along. What if I just spam lightning rods? Does it give me? Oh gosh, that looks weird. Does it give me a greater chance of maybe it summons lightning? So, in reading the change log, it looks like these guys protect a 4x16 area of space, and as our experiments have demonstrated, this is natural lightning that is going to normally strike. So if lightning isn't going to strike around this block, then it's not gonna hit it because it just wasn't going to strike in the first place. So this is something you would put on top of vulnerable homes just so you wouldn't ever have that issue. But so far, we haven't been able to actually get lightning to strike it. It does let out a redstone signal once it is struck, which is nice to know. So you could, I guess, set up a detector. Dang it. Strike over here! You could set up a detector to tell if your lightning rod had gotten struck. Okay, I feel like I've gotten ahead of myself because the lightning rod is created with copper. So let's go look at copper, and I want to first find copper inside of the ground. Ooh. So I switched into spectator mode to see if I could find some copper, and look what I have already found. I see these all over the place. Amethyst geodes. I also found this really cool double dungeon right here. What you got? Skeleton in one and a zombie in the other. So copper. I just have to wait a second on you. We're checking out this geode. So one thing that I noticed in the videos, and I know this is very dark, is that it looked like Amethyst gave off its own light. So first off, it is surrounded by tuff, which is a very, very cool looking block. Let's grab some torches here. And then inside of that, we got calcite. That makes sense. And then inside of that, we have the actual amethyst. Okay, so it does not give off light. Dang it. I was really, really hoping that it would give off light. And that, yeah, this is, oh, it gives off a tiny amount. Oh, the teeny tiniest, ittiest bittiest amount of light. Okay, so it kind of gives off light. Well, that's not what I was expecting. I was hoping it'd be so much more. Okay, so we have the amethyst. Now let me give myself a few tools and switch into survival and see what can actually mine this stuff up. Okay, so I have every level of pick. Let's start off with the tuff. Okay, that can be broken with wood, so it can be broken with everything. Calcite can also be broken with wood. Amethyst. This does not look like it's going to be able to be broken with wood. Yeah, that just breaks. Stone? Maybe? No. Gold? No. Maybe? Okay, there we go. So we got it with iron. Now, I remember them saying that this is something that you just find in the world, and, like, maybe this is, like, dead now, and it can't create the little amethyst buds. But it looks like everything over iron, you can mine this. Or it's a bug. Okay. Let's switch actually back into survival. I had gone into creative. So we have these little things, and this one grew on me. When I first arrived in this area, it was small, and this is a medium bud, so I guess this is a larger bud. I can't tell at the moment because I'm not in creative anymore. So let's break one of these. Let's try to break it just with our hand. Okay, that is not gonna work. Wood, that's probably just gonna break. Here, let's try wood. Let's try it. Let's try it. I'll just see. Is it gonna? Nah, it's just gone. Okay. Stone and nothing. Okay, gold, nothing. That was our last one. Iron, nothing. We're getting nothing here. Okay, I need to go find another one of these. Okay, you can actually see how much light these give off, and they are giving off a lot more light the larger they grow. So, okay, diamond. At diamond level, I finally got one. Okay, I think it's how much they've grown. So, these other ones are too small. These big ones, though, I finally got one back. I don't think that'll work. Let's see. Will that give me? No. So, stone still doesn't give me anything. There we go. Okay, so they need to be fully grown, it looks like. Then you get an amethyst shard, and you have to use an iron level or above pickaxe. Let's light this place up. So these are obviously growing over time. Let's make sure that we can't use... This doesn't seem like this is going to work because bone meal is mostly... Yeah. Just making sure here. But no, bone meal does not work on these guys to make them grow faster. That seems like something that would be a plant-based thing, not a amethyst-based thing. So I'm going to put Silk Touch on my netherite pick. And wow, that just, that just destroys. Oh, I'm in creative. Of course. I was like, that was way too fast. Okay, no, that is not working here. Let's get a larger one of these again. Can you plant these? No, you just have the crystals. Okay. I'm going to purposely break every single one of these because I'm wondering. Oh, that one looks different. Oh, look at that. Wait a second. Why do you look different? You look a little different. Can I plant you here? No. Huh. If I break this... Well, it is broken. Oh, that one's just gone. Wait a second. I have found a difference. I have found a difference in block. So those just straight up break. The ones that look almost cracked, and then the other ones stay around. I wonder if these cracked ones, see, they seem to be the only ones creating the buds on the side of them. How do I make you grow more? Grow, my little amethyst. So switching back into creative mode. These blocks that look like the cracked amethyst, you can see one there, you see one there. These are called budding amethyst, and the other ones are just called blocks of amethyst. And so these amethyst buds come in a few different varieties. So you can see small, medium, and large. I haven't figured out if I can like force them to grow here, like you know, actually make myself some more of them yet. And then these amethyst shards can be made into a block of amethyst in a 4x4 configuration. Now, one way to kind of force these guys to move faster is to make the random tick speed, which is game. We're just gonna like bump this up like to 500. Here we go. So these should grow. Yeah, see, they're growing way faster now. The question is, do they do? So they just pop out. They just kind of come out of nowhere. So I'm gonna purposely break these 3 down here, and we should see that eventually they'll just appear out of nowhere. See, that one just right there. That one just appeared out of nowhere. So given enough time, all of these little buds will create a lot of amethyst. So it seems like if you find an amethyst geode, what you'd want to do is leave all of these buds intact, mine everything else out, especially all the blocks around them, so you can get 6 sides of the these buds, the budding amethyst, to grow. So you'd mine all of them out and then have basically like a little farm here around all of the buds to get them over time. So it mentions here, let's turn off the random tick speed so much, that these clusters can be, oh wait, what? Oh, they have a hitbox. Oh, you can walk on them. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's kind of cool. But they can be silk touched at any stage, which, oh, wait, what? Okay, so I'm getting these guys silk touched, but not that one. That's not being silk touched. So not at any stage, only at the large stage at the moment. I'm gonna put this on my iron. Okay, so that worked. Well, that's why you lied to me, changelog. Well, there we go. We have these really cool amethyst clusters now. That is really awesome looking. And those will give off light, like I mentioned before. There is no recipe with these amethyst clusters at the moment. I have the recipe book open to just double check. So these are just going to be used for decoration, really. They can be attached to, so far, I have bone, wait a second, I have bone block here? I have bone block? Did I find a fossil? What? Oh my gosh. We're above a desert, which means we just found a natural fossil. That, like, never happens. Ever. So that's kind of cool. So we haven't gotten to it yet, but the amethyst shard will be used for the spyglass. So just keep that in mind. Not the cluster, but the shard. I think the last thing to mention is that these amethyst blocks give off a really interesting sound. So you can kind of hear them as you walk on them, which sounds like a... sounds like my neighbor has a wind chime that I just want them to turn off. Turn off that wind chime, neighbor! But this also works with, like, projectiles, too. It's not just walking. So here we go. You can really hear the wind chime going off. If I'm in survival mode, I can just punch the wall, and it makes the sound happen. I wonder, does putting torches? Not yet. No, that doesn't work yet. But that seems like it should work. I'm going to test to see if we get, like, redstone going into them. No, redstone doesn't make a sound. Note block. No, that's just, like, that's the sound of, like, well, that's on. that won't work either. So if there's nothing, and amethyst. It doesn't change the sound on the note block yet. If you move it with a piston, it doesn't make a sound other than the piston. And before we move off the amethyst block, I do want to mention the tuff and calcite. Let's go to the overworld for this. Here is the calcite. It has a very different sound to it. And then the tuff sounds like this. The sound sounds similar to other stone blocks. So those have some really nice textures that is very, very, very textured. It reminds me a lot of a few other blocks. So let's get those. So obviously the calcite reminds me a lot of diorite and the polished version of that as well. So that kind of blends into that family of colors. That's kind of cool. And then obviously tuff looks an awful lot like either andesite or cobblestone or just straight up stone. So you kind of have a new color with this type of or a new texture with this type of color profile. Also, it looks a little bit like gravel as well. Gravel has a lot more pink in it. And this seems to have like some green in it. And it's, oh, it's dark. I was like, why is the color changing? Oh, it's not dark. It's raining or something. Weather clear. Okay, so that is it with amethyst. Now let's look at copper again. Now, one thing that does seem a little bit sad is that the copper is not in veins yet. It's just in blobs like iron and all the other, you know, the ores that we have right now. I have found copper. Oh man, it looks so interesting. That is such a different look than what we've seen before. And like I mentioned, this is just a normal blob. So I still don't know what they mean by veins. Veins of copper. But there it is in ore form. What? Oh my god. We haven't gotten to this yet. I don't want to look at it quite yet. But that looks awesome. We have candles. Okay, we're not focused on candles yet. We're focused on copper. I was coming down here to get a blast furnace. But, I saw the candles. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so obviously you're going to take copper and you're going to throw it into a furnace. I wanted to find a blast furnace to make sure that it worked. Blast furnaces can only really do ores, and it does smelt faster than a normal furnace would inside of a blast furnace. This is the result. These are the ingots. We kind of saw them earlier because I was looking at the spyglass. And then once we have enough of these, you can craft them into copper blocks. And just doing a search for copper blocks, you can see all the different ages of the block. So this is just a normal copper block, just like that. Then we have lightly weathered, semi-weathered, and weathered. They look so cool. They look so awesome. Now, wait a second. We got cut copper blocks. We have a copper block. Okay, I think we need to do some experimenting with a crafting table up in here. Okay, copper ingots into copper blocks. That makes sense. If I do this, okay, there we go. So that's how you get cut copper. And then it looks like this can make all of the other things. So we got slabs, we have stairs, slabs and stairs. That's really it. Now, I doubt that the tool, the woodcutter, will work with this. It doesn't really... Where is that? There it is. The stone cutter, I guess, not woodcutter. I guess that's what I was thinking of, is it doesn't really work with wood. So let's see. Does it work with copper? It does not work with copper. So this is... Copper is not a stone. It is a metal. So it will not work with the stone cutter. So you have to make these all yourself inside of a crafting table. Or it's a bug! It could also be a bug. We don't know. I misspoke earlier calling it a woodcutter because I wish that it worked with wood. It doesn't work with wood. It only works with stone because it is a stone cutter. So in looking at this earlier, I noticed that we have not only all of the copper things in all the different ages, but we also, so we have copper, cut copper stairs, cut copper slabs. But then we get back to copper, and it is waxed copper, and I can hear the weather. Yes, weather, I hear you. And I remember that in Minecraft Live that they mentioned you'd be able to stop the aging, and I swear that I predicted that this would be done with wax, with beeswax specifically. So where honeycomb, I guess. Here we go, honeycomb. This is what I suspect will work with it. It's not doing anything. Oh no, how does this work? Maybe it is in the crafting table. You take a what? There you go. Now you have waxed copper. So this will stop the aging process. So once your copper ages to the next level, you can tear it down, throw it into a crafting table with honeycomb, and then it will no longer age and change color. So I'm going to test out the aging properties of the copper. So we have it sitting out. Right now we have normal random tick speed. In fact, you know what? We're gonna expand that. This is too small of an operation. We need to expand. Also, you can hear what it sounds like to place the copper. That sounds pretty cool. Okay, so we're just gonna use the little fill command here. Okay, there we go. We have upgraded our copper situation, and now we wait until one of them becomes aged. No, I think I'm gonna speed this process up, considering that we haven't seen any of these age yet. Now, I did stop the sun, but I don't think that the daylight cycle would be the determining factor in this aging. I feel like it would just be the tick speed on the server. So we're gonna increase that. So by normally it is 3. So let's multiply it by 3 to get to 9. So normally your random tick speed is just 3. What, you know what? This is just gonna take too long. Let's just make it 500. Why not? This is what we did with the amethyst earlier. So let's just set it to 500. And I am shocked. Wow, I'm really shocked that nothing is aging. It could be that the random tick speed is not how it is going to age, that it is a different aging process. But if it is random tick speed, wow. It's gonna take a little while. We're gonna set this just to 1,000. That means that every tick, it is advancing 1,000 times within a chunk. So yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Just as a indicator of just how fast this tick speed is, I'm just take some bamboo and just throw it down here, and you will just see how fast this stuff grows. That is how fast the game is running right now, but the copper is not aging. So my guess is that it is not tied to tick speed, would be the only thing, is it must be tied to actual game time advancing, or maybe player time, kind of like phantoms. And so that will just have to age on its own, unless I'm using waxed. Am I? No, okay. I was like, did I accidentally grab waxed copper? Could you imagine? No, that's not gonna happen. So there you go. So this should just, I guess I'll set the time to just move forward, and we'll come back here later. Ooh, someone mentioned make it rain in my Twitch chat. By the way, I'm recording this on Twitch, so if you want to watch me record live, you can follow my Twitch account, twitch.tv/omgchat. And I remember in the rendering that they showed up Minecraft Live, when it rained, they purposely made it rain during that recording. So I wonder if rain will make this age more. So, in reading the change log, by the way, the rain has done nothing. It hasn't done anything to these top layers, it hasn't done anything to the side layers, or anything like that. But in reading the change log, it mentioned that it takes 50 to 82 Minecraft days to advance one stage level. Now, that means that at minimum, you got 50 days. Here, let me make this a little cleaner. Here we go. 50 days. And every day lasts about 20 real minutes, right? So that equals about 1,000 minutes. If you take 1,000 minutes and divide it by 60, because there are 60 minutes in an hour, that leaves you with about 16 hours, 16 technically 0.6 hours to advance one stage And there are you have to advance 3 stages to do it. So it's gonna take you days of having this copper loaded, real, actual, physical world days, not Minecraft days. And these chunks need to be loaded in order to advance to the next stage. That is 49.8 hours minimum to get to the fully weathered state. That is absurd. All right, I want to check blast resistance on these guys. So we're gonna have a creeper explode. Okay, not a lot of damage there. So a high blast resistance TNT. Okay, TNT took out a little bit more of it. So it has high blast resistance, but it is not indestructible like, say, obsidian. Here's the real question, though. Will it make a beacon? And the answer is no. No, it currently will not make a beacon, sadly. We can make a netherite beacon, but we can't make a copper beacon! We need copper beacons, Minecraft! It does not work with the waxed variety or the cut copper variety. So that's also gonna have to be added too, because you can't just forget about cut copper, can you, Minecraft? No! Okay, so let's check out the spyglass. This is something that I kind of hinted at before. In order to make it, you need copper ingots and you need some amethyst shards. You need 2 copper ingots. It's very, very simple. So one on top of the other and then a shard, basically like a shovel, except your copper is your sticks and your amethyst shard is whatever type of material you're using. And then you right click and whoa! Oh, look at that pig's butt! This really does zoom far. Holy moly. That was that is awesome. What is that? Oh, that is my lightning rod that doesn't work. And for stuff like close, it's like that's too close. Back it up. So it does have this has a look, you can kind of see that it has a really cool like overlay. I'm kind of looking at the bottom area. Well, that's not working. Do I have an animation? Oh, I do. Look at that. I'm holding it up to my eye. Oh, it has a sound. What is this sound? Okay, that's kind of cool. Look at that looks so derpy. I don't know why that looks so derpy, but it looks really derpy. That is very useful. I mean, that really does bring it. What is that? Is that a star? Can I go stargazing here? Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that pixel star. Is that Orion's belt? Oh, look, it makes a smiley face. Oh, it is happy to see you. Can you guess the block? That's right. We're in a village. Can you guess the block? That's right, hay bales. Can you guess the block? That's right, a horse. Can you guess the... I'm gonna die. Okay, in covering the spyglass, there is something that I missed when looking at all of the amethyst stuff. And I don't even know where it's gonna be. Where is it gonna be in this? Candles! Okay, we're gonna figure out candles later. Tinted glass. Tinted glass. So here is how you craft this tinted glass. You take normal glass, you put it in your crafting table, and then surround it by amethyst shards, and it creates tinted glass. Now, what does tinted glass do? Well, not only does it look a little different, like let's get some black glass for some comparison's sake. So here's just straight up black glass next to it. So you can see that it's like a little bit shinier in the texture, but what the important thing that it does is that it blocks light. It's like a big sunglasses glass on my face. This is not actually working how I expected it to work. I expected it to like really just kill all light, and that this could be something used in a grinder. So you could put this right next to it, put light on one side and, you know, no light on the other. Let's go experiment a little bit more with it underground. Oh, I'm dumb. Because I have night vision on. Of course I do. Look at me all up here with my night vision 2 on. So probably once I clear There we go. So now we can actually see the shadow that this glass is creating. And it works just like I expected it to. Oh, night vision. Why you gotta do this to me? Oh, it's so dark in here. I'm destroying all the lights. So why would you use this? So you might use this in a mob farm or a grinder so that you could still look at the grinder and have a livable area that was lit up, but then it wouldn't let light pass through to the spawner so that things would keep spawning for you. I really hope that maybe this gets like a few more colors. Like this tinted glass is nice and all, but like let's give us some blue tinted glass or like some red tinted glass instead of just the black tinted glass. I like it though, and I think that this is a great addition, something I wasn't even thinking about that we might want in Minecraft, but it's good that we have it now. So let's see, is it like reinforced in any way? Is its blast resistance any better than normal glass? It does seem like it. Let's do that experiment again with the creeper just chilling over there, and then over here. I think this looks like the same amount of blast resistance. It might have a teeny tiny amount more, but that looks just about the same. So let's try it with TNT. This should be even larger hole. Let's see. Bam, it is a little bit bigger. And then over here, I doubt that the blast resistance is any different. Yeah, they look about the same. Okay, it is time to talk about candles. I have been seeing these in the creative inventory, and I cannot wait. I am so excited. They work a little bit like sea pickles in that you can get up to 4 of them in a space. I noticed these during the Minecraft live stream when they were talking about the Warden. By the way, the Warden is not in this update. So here are a whole bunch of candles. They come in 16 different colors plus an uncolored version. So we have 17 different variety. Wait, let's do some black candles. Mom, it's not a phase, okay? I'm goth. So get over it. So there we go. It's turning nighttime. So I would assume you use flint and steel to, if I could spell flint, to turn these on. Eh? Oh, there we go. So that's how you light them. Take a little while for the particles to show up, but there we go. So now we have some lit candles. Let's figure out what is the light level of these bad boys. If I'm standing in the candle, it looks like my light level is 12. So they put off a light level of 12. If I'm in survival mode, will they hurt me because I'm standing on... No, okay, these aren't like magma blocks or anything like that where you take damage from standing on them. So if we only have 1, okay, so this works just like sea pickles in that if you have more of them, they give off more light. So having 4 in a cluster is going to give off a lot more light than just having 1 in a block. You can kind of see the difference right there. That one is really close to the 2. There you go. Now you got a little bit better of a visual there at how much light they give off. Now the question everybody is asking is, can you put a candle on a cake? So here we are to see if we can. Candle, cake, meat cake! Oh my gosh, it works! Oh my god, this is actually very awesome because the cake is a half block. So it actually fitting on top of the cake is... Wait, I just ate the cake. Wait a second. I want to put more than 1 candle on a cake. Oh, I put it above the cake. Okay, you can put it in the cake. Okay, it becomes the cake when you do that. Can you do it with a... Okay, you can do it with a colored candle. Now, I assume you can light this. Can you blow it out? No. Is that... How... How do you think you would blow out a candle in Minecraft? What physical way would you blow out a candle in Minecraft? Let's try rain. Will rain put it out? No, not that advanced. Maybe in future updates, but not this one. Actually, let's just double check that all of our other candles. Where are our candles? Here they are. Yeah, okay, they're all still on. Okay, if I just punch the candle, it doesn't do anything. If I right click, wait, what? Wait, I have found a bug. We have unlimited candles. Okay, so this is just a weird bug. Wait, somehow it went out. How did that work? Somehow. It's a birthday gift. Hooray. Happy birthday. So right-clicking on it will create just absurd amounts of candles. That's just a bug at the moment. Oh, I lost the cake, but I got the candle back. Let's try this another time. Yeah, no, that's just straight up broken. Whoa, whoa. Okay, well, now this is something's wrong here. Give me the cake. Okay, we're gonna light this again. Oh, I can just click the cake and it lights. That's kind of interesting. And I want to try now a water bucket, protection bucket. Anybody? Bucket. And no, weird. Okay, well I was able to eat it. I'm able to eat it in creative mode. So these candles are waterloggable, so you can put them under the water. Obviously, they get put out when they are underwater, so that is not an option, but you can have them underwater if you want it. I think these are basically just retextured sea pickles. Now, when it comes to fire, you can use a splash potion of water to put out a fire. It does not work on a candle. Oh, it did work. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. It just did the animation. So you can do this with a splash potion. You can't do that with a candle yet, and obviously probably not a candle cake yet either. Here, wait, is this lit? Let's light you. Okay, now it's lit, and then, oh, dang it. Okay, and no, it does not get put out, but that would be smart. Minecraft developers, listen up. Put that in the game. Now, we have not covered how to craft these yet. If I had to guess, I would say honeycomb and string. And that is the exact, that's what I expected. So honeycomb, just the item, not the block, and string will make a candle. So now how do we dye a candle? I assume that's just dye in the candle. And yep, that is it. Whoops, I went away, but there you go. Dye plus a candle will make the dyed version of that candle. Very simple stuff. I feel like this gives us a much larger reason, a way better reason to go out and get honeycomb from the bees, because now we actually have candles. Like, I can't believe that we didn't have candles already. And this is a long shot, but no, they should give off a soul particle if they're sitting on soul soil. A blue flame. Duh, Minecraft. Duh. Okay, we are moving off of candles and now onto cauldrons. You can now put a lava into a cauldron, which was not possible before. You can take it out with an empty bucket. I think this is all it does at the moment. So when the lava bucket is in there, it gives off a redstone signal with a comparator, so that's kind of nice. This has been in Bedrock for a while, and I'm kind of testing out this potion here, because you can also put potions into cauldrons in Bedrock, which you can't do in Java yet. And it looks really cool because it has the color of the potion inside of the cauldron. So this is basically a parody move to put lava into cauldrons. Now, one nice thing about this is that it does give off a light level of lava, but it doesn't look like it is burning things around it. So if you want another way to have a cool light source, you can have a lava cauldron. And weirdly, I just have a witch here. That was not planned. But you can have a lava cauldron, and it looks like it won't burn down your wooden house. Now, will it hurt me if I get inside of it? Yeah, it will. Oh, man, and that happens fast. So in survival mode, put a lava bucket in, grab a lava bucket out, put a lava bucket in, shake it all about. If you put water, it will get rid of the lava. So that is just like deleting. I thought that maybe it would like give you just, whoa, creeper, come on. Oh man. So that doesn't do that. I was thinking maybe it would give you an obsidian block when that happened, but it didn't. If you throw something into the cauldron, it will burn it up like lava. So you don't get that item back. It's very interesting. It's like halfway through. It's like sort of lava, but not. It's very weird. And yes, netherite armor will float in it. I guess it doesn't float. It's not floating, but it is still there because I keep picking it back up. So it's not floating, but it is inside of the cauldron and not dying to the burninating that is lava. So right now I have a dispenser pointing into it with an empty bucket, and that just dispensed. Oh! That scared me. Okay, that didn't do anything. It just dispensed the bucket into there. Okay, now I have a lava bucket in there. And no, it just dispenses it. So that's not working. Next, that's all for cauldrons. Let's talk about bundles. This is a bundle. It's in the tools section. So here's how it works, is you can hold 64 of items, or a stack of items, but they can be different items. So, for example, I have leather and stone, and they take up 2 inventory slots, but I take the bundle, and let's see, how does this work? There you go, I right click, and now the bundle is filled with stone and leather, and it only takes up 1 inventory slot. And then how do I get rid of it? I right click it and to open it up. So let's take this a little bit more to the extreme. Let's also see, does it, okay, so like it respects stack size. So this bundle is now full with only a single spyglass because spyglasses cannot be stacked on each other. Same thing I assume with the shulker box. I can't even bundle up the shulker box. So let's say I have like 2 leather, 2 of this, and then 15 ender pearls, right? So I got my 2 leather, my 2 stone, and 15 ender pearls. Now it's all full because ender pearls only stack up to 16. So because ender pearls are a smaller, or such a smaller stack size, you can only fit, see, I only fit 4 more things into this bundle because it respects how much of a stack you can have. So I'm here inside of a flower forest, and I'm just gonna gather a whole bunch of flowers. This is kind of an extreme example. Oh, I died over here earlier. Here's all my stuff from when I died. Because this will show off that you can easily stack a whole bunch of different things all into one stack. So in order to craft a bundle, you need rabbit's hide. Here it is. That is the recipe. Rabbit hide and string, and that makes you a bundle. So we're going to make up a whole bunch of bundles here. Now they don't stack. I wonder if, can I stack? Can I put a bundle? Oh, you can put a bundle in a bundle. Oh my gosh, bundleception. There you go. That actually helps because these bundles kind of take up a lot of space. So we'll take this bundle, and this situation where you have tons of similar items, but they all are taking up space after, like, I'm in this flower forest area. Now you should be able to really save a lot of space with bundles, because now I can just take up all of these things and not have quite as much inventory space as before. So that's a little bit about how bundles will work. I can't quite tell if I really love this. I feel like this is something that I would just forget, like at my base. Like I've never got to remember to grab a bundle and take it with me. It would be nice when collecting things, especially things like flowers or something like that. It also finally gives a reason to have rabbit hide and to actually go out and maybe breed up some rabbits and use them for something, which is great. So what happens if you open up a bundle with your inventory full? So I've filled it with oak leaves. They just fall on the ground. They just fall right on out of you. Okay. That is how that works. This is now one thing I found is that armor and swords, they fill up bundles, which kind of stinks. You wish that you could kind of keep all of, like how bundles can be put into a bundle even though it only takes up an entire slot. That'd be great if that could apply to armor and weapons as well. So you can rename bundles. I renamed this one inside of an anvil. It's called a love bundle. It has 2 bundles in it. If I undo it, oh, it still keeps its name. Oh, that's great. Oh, good. Okay, so it keeps the name, which is, that's nice, that it will remember the name of whatever it had. That's kind of nice. So for those of you who are wondering, here's how bundles, ender chests, and shulkers work. A bundle cannot pick up a shulker box. A shulker box can hold a bundle. So you can put a bundle into a shulker box. You can also put a bundle into an ender chest, and you can even put ender chests into a bundle. So the one thing that you can't do is put a ender chest or a shulker box into a bundle, because then you would be putting a box that already had multiple stacks of items, or could potentially have multiple stacks of items, into a bundle. Now, you should still be able to put shulker shells into a bundle, but not the box itself. Now, something I am very excited about, like crazy excited about, shulkers. Shulkers have not had a way to breed them in Minecraft before. That means that shulkers were not a renewable resource. And if you were on a server that had lots of players on them, shulkers and shulker boxes were really rare and expensive to get if you were like trading for a shulker box. Now we should have a new way to create a shulker. So I'm going to switch into survival mode here. And if a shulker bullet hits another shulker, like it just did, it has the chance to create a third shulker. So that's basically how they breed in a way. And it's not too difficult to get the bullet to fire and hit another shulker. It looks like they're not doing it at the moment. Come on! Hit each other. Oh, there we go. We got a third one to happen. So what happened was, let's switch out of that mode. It was like it teleported and then left itself behind. It was like it teleported to a new place and a third one was created from that hit. I was wondering what it was going to be like. I was wondering if we're going to get baby shulkers. We didn't get baby shulkers. But that is awesome that now we have a new way of getting shulkers. And I could totally see some type of shulker farm. There we go. Okay. Well, I was hoping that this situation might have been able to create more shulkers, but one of them did teleport away. I was wondering if they would just never teleport away. Oh, I left my cage. My safety area, no. So that didn't work. But it looks like this won't quite work exactly how I was hoping that it would. If they never ever teleported away, which they seem to be teleporting away quite a lot. So smarter people than I will come up with some type of shulker farm idea, and but this is a great mechanic to exist inside of Minecraft because shulker boxes are a rare commodity that more people need. Okay, I think this might be the last thing that I cover, and this is a big one, is that minecarts can now be waterlogged. They can go underwater, which I love. I love this so much. And you should be able to ride inside of the cart. There we go. So there we go. I can also switch into survival mode. And this should all work. We're on powered rail now. Coming around. I have another block that should push me up. Okay, well, I might need more powered rail in my design here. Okay, let's try this again. Boop. There we go. Now we're going through the water. You can see that I'm in survival mode. We bump around here, then we go around, and then, there we go, back up. You move a lot slower, but it still works in the water, which is way cool. I absolutely love that. Now, there is one small problem, is that a lot of redstone still does not work underwater. So I had to use blocks of redstone to power my rail instead of, say, torches or levers. So I feel like redstone needs to be waterloggable next. So get on that, Minecraft! And I bet that this works with everything. So there goes TNT, hopper minecart, minecart with a furnace, minecart with a chest. Yeah, everything is working. Oh, I blew it up with the one with the TNT. But as you can see, it all seems to be working as it should. Okay, last but not least, this is maybe the best feature. Who cares about copper? Who cares about spyglasses? You can now make paths not only on grass, like you could before, but now you can do it on dirt, coarse dirt, and podsoil without needing to have grass down first. Previously, you had to make sure that you were doing this pathway thing with your shovel on grass itself. None of these other options were available. Now, you can do it with all of these, and I think you can even do it with mycelium. Let's just double check here. Mycelium, did you get the love? You did! So there you go. This is now possible to make pathways on any of the dirt variants, not just grass blocks. That is huge. We still don't have any love for soil, though. Cropland, that cannot be pathed. So I didn't expect it to, but you can't do that. Just for those of you who want completionist Minecraft tutorial videos. That is it for this episode. Holy moly, I have no idea how long this episode actually is. I would say the recording took me 2 hours. This is an insane amount of things in this first 1.17 snapshot. We've covered lightning rods, amethyst geodes, copper, and the oxidation. We've covered candles and tinted glass, all the stuff you can do with the amethyst things, pathways. I mean, like, seriously, I'm like, minecarts, there's just so much in this update. It is insane. I think I have literally covered it all. So you're welcome. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Also, make sure you subscribe for future videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights here on OMG Craft. And also, if you want to directly support me, there's a few ways you can do that. You can click the join button to directly support me, find out more information about that, and become a member of the channel today. You can also buy my merchandise at helloomg.com. And also, we record these videos on Twitch, so you can head over to twitch.tv/OMGChad and follow me there and maybe become a Twitch subscriber or something like that. You could also directly support me that way. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on another video. Bye!